See, alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. We said, I'm not a person, I love a great most, and I rule well teachers or person in truth. And we say, politicians, so the Akimas, I push you with no truth and sincerity, day in and day out, in our country, in season, we say, Shalom. Once again, going into a video here, and it's basically touching upon this post that I saw last night, right? And it's this, so let me read it here. So the first post was, what this guy posted was, best moment of my life captured at the perfect time, right? And it was posted the 17/7/2024, right? And right after that, he came, which was just yesterday, and he posted she ain't mine, ball up too. So basically that what he's saying is that his daughter is not his own, right? And that's basically like a month after, right? Just a month after, or 2 months after, right? Around that timeline, there's 2 months within his what would have been his fatherhood. 2 months into that, he came out to find out that his daughter is not his, right? And just like many men outside here are minding kids that are not their own because the wife, the girlfriend, or whatever it is want to call them, being adulterous, right? And this is an example of it here. No, he was one of the lucky ones that got to find out 2 months, 2 months into what would have been his new journey, right? But I also saw this post here. It say, for better context, it say, Kwan married a woman who has 2 kids for 2 different men who told him that such a woman knows anything about making good decisions. And that is what is going with some of these men. They would literally see that these women is problems, but they want to become Captain Save-A-Ho. Captain, these effeminate men, these women, they rule over them, right? And these are the kind of things what is go on when they do that. I ever say, this guy is finished last. These women in this generation, they don't want nothing good. And you already know this is a woman that have 2 kids from 2 different men. You already have to know what is they going and deal with, what they're going into. But again, some of these guys just think that, shit could change or they could save her, right? And hey, let me bring this piece up here. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 30, verse 20. It says, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. So she already had 2 kids by 2 different men. She have a third one here now that, she maybe tried to fool the father to tell him that that's his own. So that means she was sleeping around. And who knows what she was doing before. But again, such is the way of an adulterous woman, because she was already living that adulterous life. So what you feel she was going to do? You feel she going to change for you? No. But you see, some of these guys is what play Mr. Nice Guy. Some of these guys, they don't want to be a man. They don't want to show themselves to be a man. So they end up mixing up themselves with these kind of women, these adulterous women, right? They're laden with sin. What you feel going to come from someone like that? You feel anything good going to come from that? No. This what happened to this guy, that is the only thing what happened to men when they put themselves with these kind of women. And you've constantly been seeing brothers do videos upon it, telling men, hey, to stay away from these kind of chicks. Right? So it says, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and said, I have done no wickedness. And that is the way of an adulterous woman. But as the scripture says, she eateth and wipeth her mouth and said, I have done no wickedness. And she would say she do no wrong. She would have said she have done no wrong. And just like some other woman would have been telling her she did the right thing. One of the favorite statements is, you go queen. Right? You go queen. You do you, right? Tear these men up. I'm gonna read a comment here. Right, so this comment here is the things that I say. He's a real man. This is one of the consequences of being a real man, right? And he puts some shalom. So basically, I don't know if this is someone that know some thing. right? Yeah, so let's come back to the first comment. He say he is a real man because that's his statement that these women like to use. They like to say this is the real man. A man who doing this, that is a real man. You know, that is what considered a real man to these women. A man who would tolerate the bullshit, who will encourage them to continue to live that wicked life. Right? Right? Let me jump to next scripture. Let me go to the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 25. And I will go to verse. Let me read from verse 13. Right? This is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 13. He said, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. And that is, you understand what the scripture is saying there? It said, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness, but give me any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Hey, give me any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, because you don't want to end up like this man here. You know, it is to you know, you can see from the picture he happy. You know, he holding the child in his hand. What she thinking at that moment is his own, you know, to when you come and find out. I think he said in the post that, in one of the posts that he went and did a paternity test and the child is not his, right? So that's how he found out. And you know the thing about it, in order to take that paternity test, you know, right now there's literally a debate going on that if men should take men should I think they want to, certain states already did it, I believe, where it's legal that a man a paternity test is given to the man, right? But I believe it's a debate right now where they want to recommend it to majority of the places, right? And you hear men saying that, and you hear other women saying that to go and do a paternity test if you're dealing with this kind of woman. But again, in order to let this man know he had also take a paternity test, that means he had to know the kind of creature he dealing with. You see, such is the way of an adulterous woman, right? You don't know. As this person say, for better context, for Kwan married a woman who has two kids for two different men. And by that statement alone, you're supposed to know the woman they're going to deal with. But again, these men get tired with, as this person say, you know, they get tired with this woman telling them, you're a real man. You know, you're a real man. Right? Hey, so they end up with the wickedness of a woman. And this is where this is the kind of wickedness that they will get. Holding that child that they think is yours only 2 months after to find out that it's not yours. That shit must be rattle his spine. You know? He must be holy heart. Cry, tears. You know? And these kind of things is make men switch. But again, you're dealing with a beast. A beast. Right? So he said, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. And there's no denying that. This is where it is. This is how wicked these women are. Especially these women in this modern time. They're very adulterous. A wicked and adulterous generation. Right? These women that the scriptures say out of, wait, is 1,000? It's 1,000 or 10,000. You know, that's roughly paraphrasing. And you say out of the woman, out of the man, you find one. Out of the woman, you find none. He didn't even find one. Right? So going down, let me go down a little bit, because let me go down to verse 23. It says, a wicked woman abated the courage, make it an heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, make it weak hands and feeble knees. Right? They say a wicked woman abated the courage, make it a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. And that is what you get from a wicked woman. That was said before, you know, you must use food. You know, a man go know when a woman do them something, right? How did this act? You see the countenance change. You know, as if it was somebody post. Let me see if I can find somebody post from the fuck one guy, right? Look at here. You say, oh, I'm done crying. I'm from the bottom of my heart. I genuinely appreciate everyone who took the time to check on me, for real. But keep the apologies, please. Right now, just send me some music. I need distraction. So what she did was that wicked woman, you know what she do? She abated the courage and make it a heavy countenance and wounded heart. That is what she do. You know, wound this man heart. Right now, he want to hear everything else other than anything else to deal with that situation. Again, that's a very terrible situation to go through. That them kind of shit does, just make men chop off, right? Right. Let me see if I find the comment that I wanted to get here. Boy, is it here? Right. So this was a comment here, and this is what I was saying. This is where this get from these kind of people, from these women, right? They say this is a man telling another man. For men out there, always request a DNA test, right? And he said lesson learned, right? So boom, let's go into the comment here. This next person here, don't be mad when your partner who gave you no reason to think otherwise leaves you. So the person trying to say that, you don't need to ask a woman for I put in the test. But again, that is going back to what I was saying before. Some of these men, there's no the woman they're going to deal with. But they get so caught up in maybe the looks. Some of the things she does do maybe sexually, And again, that's how wicked woman will do wicked stuff. Right? So it says verse 24, it says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Verse 25, it says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to God abroad. Right? It says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to God abroad. And this is what these women do. This is what these men do. They give these wicked women liberty to God abroad. They talk the way they talk, they do the things they do, because these men, they're just effeminate. A woman like that is supposed to leave alone. Right? So going back in the comment say, what's wrong with genetic testing? It benefits anybody, including the mother. And in this modern time, yeah, men should, because these women are very terrible. Very, very terrible. Right? It says, and then the next person, Mark, don't do that. Don't turn this into anything other than you try and to satiate your insecurity. And most likely there's a woman behind this profile, right? There's a woman behind this profile here, right? That's saying these things. Or it could just be a weak-minded man. He come to say, because relationships are about a trust, man, you can't go into thinking your partner is going to deceive you. Motherfucker, you're dealing with this fucking situation where a man whole child is not his own. Fuck you talking about? But nonetheless, that is where it is get from this wicked generation, Let's jump to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 26, right? Let's say, I'm going to go down to verse it says, this is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 26 verse 22. It says, an harlot shall be accounted as spittle. And that is what these majority of these women is harlots. When I listen to them talk, right? Talking about if a man can pay my rent, if a man can buy things for you, or he can't do this, that is not a good man. Because what these women are is harlots. They just basically, they're working for that money. For the money. That is what they want, the money. So there's harlots. They wouldn't call themselves harlots, they just want to call themselves some classy names, but that is what they are. If a man can pay this for them, if a man can spend them, that is a harlot, a prostitute. That is what you women are. You talk like that, that is what you are. Right? It say a harlot shall be counted as spittle, and you're a spittle, nothing. But again, you're dealing with weak-minded men and simps. Men that effeminate, so they will do these kind of things. These men don't put the foot down. Right? It says verse 23, it says, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. And a man that feareth the Lord, he not going to put himself with these kind of women. But as the scripture say, a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. Right? It says, a dishonest woman contemneth shame. A dishonest woman contemneth shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. And what this woman did unto this man is bring shame. And this hurted him so much, he put it on the internet. So whatever it is he going through, it's heavy. Obviously, going through a situation like this would break a man. Destroy some men, matter of fact. You know, I've seen some men go through some stuff that they never recover from when dealing with women, right? They say a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. And what's saying it? The scriptures are saying this, right? They say, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. These women outside there, they don't fear the Lord, you know. But hey, again, there's harlots. When you listen to these women talk, you literally have nothing good to come from them. Nothing good to come from them. You just listen to the conversation, the things they take part in, the things that they deal with. It's just troublesome, right? Right. So yeah. So hey, this is the kind of woman that are outside here, and beware of them. Beware of them. Right. So with that, we give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We said about us apostles and elders agreements and rule with our teachers, our apostles in truth, and we see salutations, so they are coming to the push wood on truth and sincerity, day in and day out in a constantly in season or season. We say, Shalom.